are watching Bodhi television.
Welcome to our show. We have a guest from Canada. He's an artist.
Especially watercolor artist and president of International Watercolor Society, Mr. Atanur Dogan.
Welcome to our show.
Namaste, Nepal. So,
From the childhood, I think you are very impressed by paintings, arts.
Will you tell me about your childhood, your school life, and your education? Will you recall to those days?
actually, this is interesting question because mostly I am having some interview and review, but mostly they are not asking about my childhood. Actually, for artists, very important how they spend their childhood, work, and what kind of family. And I love Nepal because of maybe my childhood. Because I am originally from Turkey, living almost 30 years in Canada, but I spent all my childhood and teenager or first art education I got in Turkey. But interesting things, where I born, Eastern Turkey, very similar than Nepal. Also, my families look like Nepali people. You can see, my face also maybe a little bit like a Nepali, because Eastern Turkey, those area, people working very hard and very spiritual people. And exactly, I find the people Nepal very similar than my people from my childhood. And when I was 1 year old, I left those city because my family moved another big city. I grew up with the more high tech or one of the developed city in Turkey, in Izmir.
How was your school and college study? At that time, what is the condition of your family?
My childhood is very important period in being an artist, because my family also very artistic family. They never had professional art because they thought art is not a profession, because no one spending money for art, for paying anything for artists. And so when I decided to become painter, my family was shocked. They says, "Wow, you are studying well," and we were hoping one of the boys from the 8 kids, one of them is going to be university and bringing some proud certificates or diplomas and good education. How come you say these stupid things? I says, well, I like to be an artist and I don't care money, because I feel I am artist. I like to express myself. And I didn't listen to my parents, and they were very disappointed, but still they support me. And I went to university. Also, one of my uncle, he told me when I was drawing in first year in my garden, studying some plants, drawing all those things, he told me, "You are, adult boy, now you are going to university. How come you are still drawing things and like a child? You don't have anything to do?" I says, "This is my job. This is to study," something like that. He was, disappointed, and he was saying, "No, you will never be like a good man and good family, anything, because you are spending your most important time drawing paintings and things." And after I studied university, I was #1 student from the 5,000 entry. They choose me. My drawing is one of the best, and I was very proud, and my family also very proud. And I tried to be always #1. I draw and paint all day, all night when I was going to school. And after that, even I was in residence, I managed to sell my artwork, especially in some touristy town. And I made money my parents, my family never had that kind of money before. And all my family and extended family, especially my uncle, he was very impressed, and he was telling me, "Oh, my kids also, interested in becoming artists. Can you help him?" Something like that. This is big change for my family and my people. But that makes the change, the city and also Eriman, because I was in one of the most attractive city living over there, is Izmir, and next to my city there is some other attractive tourist attraction like Ephesus, Mother Mary Church, and all the early Christianity history, and 7 church around the world is also around my city. And that gave me more power, more interesting, market. Whatever I was painting, and tourist was buying. And also I was doing really, from my heart, all those art. And European people was coming, Americans, they really know what it is art, and they see how inexpensive I am selling those good quality art. They pay, and I become very, comfortable living young man, and I make a lot of money. And then I made the first my home myself in after the graduating university, and after that I bought one of the nicest car. Then I married with my wife, who is also study fine art university. We work together. We built.
What is different between lifestyle in Turkey and in Canada as a painter?
We stopped teaching, and we decided to go to Canada when I was 23 years old. And we moved Canada without speaking any English. But we know when we are painting, we can sell those people. Painting, speaking itself, you don't have to market that. This is showing everything, and if putting your price, the buyer is buying because of the art. And that gave us very comfortable move. When we were in Canada, we know how to sell the art in tourists, and we find one tourist city, Vancouver, one of the most beautiful city, and one of the also tourist attraction, aquarium, and they have artist corner, just artists having display over there, portable display, and they are displaying their artwork, and at the same time painting and selling. And first week we sold some artwork, and first week we bought station wagon, nice car, and I made nice frame and nice display. Since then we start selling art, very comfortable, and we adopt the cultures and business very easily. And I am telling those story because I can tell same situation all young Nepali artists have, because lots of tourists coming here, and they have similar kind of personality or background which I had. This background and those cultures gave big inspiration, and they create very depth, very serious artwork, which art dealers really love to buy. And prices doesn't matter if real art. And Nepal art is doing this, but they need some support, because those government or municipality who is taking care of those tourist attraction, they should give them opportunity to paint over there, met the buyers, art dealers, and they will have some opportunity. Like I had 30 years in Canada, but I never forget my land. When I sold artwork, I went back home, I built really nice house. I support my family. Whatever I make the money, most of them I invest in my homeland, home country, Turkey. And I am sure they will do same things. Because of my new job selling artwork for tourists, it gave me another vision, another opportunity, and another dream. Because my local people, very few one was buying art, and they were bargaining lots. They are not wishing to pay those low price. But foreigners, people not. They were knowing art, and they were paying much quicker. And I thought, especially Canadian buy lots of art, and I had some connection in Canada, and they asked me to send the paintings. Also easy to send artwork with watercolor because just the paper, any size, small size. I was painting, putting on envelope like a 10, 20 painting, just shipping with very low cost, and they were making frame and selling and sending me back money. And I thought those countries like a paradise, anything you are painting, they are paying and honoring you. And we decided to go Canada. It is difficult to understand new cultures because first time we were moving from home to other place. Even first time I was in airplane that time. But I told you it is because of our experience in our home with the tourists and selling art that makes everything easy when we move to Canada. And also we were planning to become world citizen, not just local artists, and we get those chance. Now I built this society worldwide because of I am Canadian, because I have Canadian passport. I am traveling everywhere, is no problem. With Turkish passport is good for some country, but maybe some other country really difficult. Visa is always problem. But I have two passport now. Now sometimes I am using those. Most of the time I am using Canadian one. It is easy to move. And Canada also multicultural society. That makes different, because my people, they moved some European country, they had some hard time because lots of discrimination. They feel always secondary, position and people. They feel a little bit uncomfortable, but Canada not. Canada is mosaic cultures, and Canadian government also very careful about the discrimination. And whomever going Canada, they are keeping also their nationality, their religion, their cultural background, and also they are recommending family to teach the kids their language. And that reason Canada is like a one of the best country for immigration, because you feel one of the mosaic is same than other mosaic tile, and bringing something for this nation, this community, and you are taking something also from those community, and they are always welcome for immigrant. And that reason is Canada is the right place to move and start new life.
What things impress you to make a new painting?
Art for me, it is anything coming to heart. That makes me create something. Not because of selling is easy or somebody interested in those subjects. I am painting what subject interests me and what message I would like to give my audience. Then I am putting 100% my soul. And I am more excited to paint that subject. And always those are becoming stronger, nicer, interesting, unique. And so my subject is mostly people and face. I have fallen now Nepal, even not came here, before. I was dreaming to come one day in Nepal. Because of I was seeing all the face and peoples from Nepal, wonderful people, wonderful photographs from the National Geography or other magazine or tourist magazine. And I was really impressed, and I was very excited to see those beautiful faces.
Which type of painting do you prefer to do?
And my subject is face and figures. I am choosing those subjects which one is very close to earth, and like working with labors, with hand. and also living very simple life, ordinary life, daily life. And I am painting always that kind of subject. And Nepal is like a paradise for me, and also for many artists. This is the place, Come and paint, come and take photographs, come and make a film. So Nepal has big opportunity for bringing artists and also making a tourism and advertising through the artist and artist eyes, the best advertising. Because some tourist country, they are advertising with professional advertising company, people not believing anymore those people. But which artist painting and showing whom they meet and which landscape they see, people believing and following those artists because they see the beauty, they know the value, and they know how to show the beauty. And that reason, this society is excellent tools for Nepali people to use that and make bigger festival, call more artists, and whatever it is happening, let them, those artists show to their country and their network. And I am sure next time we are coming larger group and bringing many artists. Also those artists makes impressed to come some other visitors. And also Nepali culture is very unique. Many Western people, they don't know your beautiful value about the family, about the good soul and your believing systems and all the beauty in nature. And when they are coming, meeting, even they are changing the religion, or even they are dreaming to live in here. I think you witnessed some of them, because I talked some of the tourists, they told me same things. Not just for the tourist economy, also good for young generation, young artists. They can find some way, which I find in same way to become like world popular artists, or creating some international things. I am sure many Nepalians will be world famous artists. They will be in the art history.
Here you have workshop for 2 days in Lumbini.
What do you say about the watercolor workshop in Mahadevi Temple, Lumbini? What is the importance of it?
Yeah, this is actually very unique place. I was very excited and curious about the place, because all my interest about the people and faces. But when I visited all those beautiful temples, I had like peaceful mood, and I become more relaxed, and I paint much from my soul, and also I took lots of photos. I saw also, especially around the temple, many old people, but beautiful face, and they are praying, and whomever I was talking or trying to take photographs, they were very friendly, very helpful, and I got wonderful collection. Also, it was very special moment to understand about the Buddha philosophy in same location, a real birthplace. Because whenever I went some other religious temples or mosque or church or synagogue, because always I am traveling around the world, most of them is just show off. And really expensive things. Also, religious person also dressing, using all expensive things. I never understand, why they says, money not important, and God and you and this and that. Still, their attention and value about the golds and money. But in here, I saw real connection with the, creature, or for religion, and making your soul and feeling really pure and peaceful without the commercial things and no show off and everybody pure people. And I think that makes me really think about it and feel much deeply.
What will we gain from this workshop?
Lumbini is very special, unique location. And it's inspiring artist. Because I told you art is important, it is coming from the heart. Also Lumbini is like who like to use heart and find the real soul. It's they are coming and meeting with Buddha. And I think for art is also great opportunity coming here and painting. Not because of the spiritual things, also element is wonderful. Landscape, all the natures, especially people. Like I am artists like portrait and figures. This is paradise. And each country has different culture, different important things. Some country we are going painting like those old street, old marketplace. Some country we are going just painting seascape, landscape. Every country has something unique. But Nepal is for me because of I am, spiritual artist, more, respect about the natural people. This is paradise. This is one of the best place.
What did you say for the newcomers who are interested on painting? What is your message to them?
Actually, you don't have to say much things when they see what we are painting, what we are creating before Nepal, in the Nepal, after Nepal, they can see the difference. Because in here, what I am creating, I feel much more depth, much more artistic, and I am sure when I am going home, I will paint more Nepali scene because of my collection of photography, and it will be much richer collection, and they will tell themselves, oh, I should go to Nepal. And that reason, I can tell who is watching or who is going to listen to me, Nepal is one of the best destinations for artists.
Atanur Dogan,
Especially watercolor artist and president of International Watercolor Society.
an international artist, popular artist, a well-known artist from Canada.
Thank you very much. We talked with him about his life, about his past life and his
Art and his contribution. And we have such a great personality in our show. We are very grateful to be here in our show.
This is my pleasure, and Namaste Nepal.
Thank you for watching our talk show and keep watching Bodhi television. Thank you.